And in the grounds of the old Franciscan Abbey, whose ruined walls could tell the glorious past, we start this visit, this pilgrimage to Walsingham. There is the spire, the present Anglican church in the distance. In a later shot in the film, you will see the perfect, at least a very good state of preservation in which some of these abbey walls are. There we have the Franciscan crest and the head of St. Francis. Here we have the High Street of Walsingham, the main street, actually the only street in Walsingham. And here we have our first glimpse of the Slipper Chapel. The Slipper Chapel calls after the custom of the people to walk from here to the shrine, the Walsingham shrine, on their bare feet. Now here we have some of the houses in Walsingham. Some of these date back to the time of the great pilgrimages. Time does not permit us here to describe the way in which these houses were built, but on close observation you will see that they're not bricks or stone. They are just sort of a composition of very small stones and mortar. Here we have some of our party coming out of the Slipper Chapel on the Sunday morning after Mass. Just now they will board the coach which takes them back to Walsingham and the Martyr's Restaurant where we had all our meals. Here we have Father O'Brien himself making his way from the Slipper Chapel to the coach. Father O'Brien was our chaplain on this occasion. Here we have Cyril, our devoted coach driver, helping the people in. Now we are back in the village of Walsingham, and we have had our breakfast, and we take a look round at this very ancient village, this spot in Norfolk, which in the past was a great center of pilgrimage. People came here from many parts of Europe, kings and princes. We know that all the pre-Reformation kings, many of the pre-Reformation kings and princes came here on pilgrimage themselves. Even Henry VIII came here. And here we have now some of our pilgrims making their way towards the village pump, on top of which is a fire brazier, which in those days used to act as the public lighting for this part of the village. It was obviously here that the people congregated because just over the wall, on the right-hand side of the pump, we had the ancient shrine of Walsingham. Here we have one of our party, Jan, pumping some water, still proving to us that this well is still functioning quite normally. And now here we are about to start our own procession from the square in front of the Catholic Church to the Slipper Chapel. And as we go on the Holy Mile, we pass again on the right-hand side the ruins of the Franciscan Abbey. Leading the procession on this occasion is Richard, and two young ladies, as you can see, act as acolytes. We are passing by the Franciscan Abbey, and we are singing some favorite hymns to Our Lady. Also, at intervals, we say a decade of the Rosary. Just now, we near the Slipper Chapel. Our pilgrims go in, and we prepare for benediction. On the three occasions that we have been to Walsingham, we have always been very fortunate with the weather, and this occasion was certainly no exception, because for the 2.5 days we were there, we saw nothing but glorious sunshine. The surrounding countryside is also most beautiful, and certainly lends itself, at least tunes in very appropriately with this beautiful shrine of Our Lady. We are now entering the slipper chapel. Father O'Brien prepares for benediction, while the pilgrims literally crush themselves into this little slipper chapel. And now we are about to receive the blessing from our Lord himself in this pre-Reformation slipper chapel. It certainly was a very wonderful occasion, one I'm sure that all the pilgrims in 1966 will long remember. As you can see, the slipper chapel was not quite large enough to hold our entire party. Now here we are in the grounds of the slipper chapel, which are very spacious and very pleasant. Our party here went either souvenir hunting or for a drink of lemonade or orange squash or whatever else there was available. As you can see, they're all looking very well. This is the Sunday in Walsingham, Sunday morning about 11:30, and you can readily realize how beautiful it was. Many of these people had been to Walsingham before. Some had been for the third time. Now here we have the past director of the shrine at Walsingham, the Reverend Father Hume, who quite recently has been given a different assignment. He grouped with some of our pilgrims around our own little pilgrim statue of Our Lady of Fatima, which we have taken practically everywhere with us in Europe. This statue was first blessed by Father O'Brien at Shrigley, and then we had another blessing from the Bishop of Johannesburg, Bishop Byle in Lourdes. Yes, it certainly was very pleasant. Now here we are, back in the Anglican shrine. This time Father O'Brien is speaking to an Anglican priest from the West End of London. And here are our party. We are making ourselves known, and we are just about to visit this little Anglican shrine of reparation. This is a beautiful little church which is attached to the official Anglican shrine of Our Lady. Here are four of our party kneeling inside this particular shrine, chapel. Now we go out into the grounds of the Anglican shrine, and there we join other members of the pilgrimage. But this shot is just a brief from the Anglican parish church at Walsingham, showing us this beautiful statue of Our Lady, which we will see again in greater detail later. Now from this